Okay, so I do Facebook Live all the time, and Beau's like, what's going to happen here? How are they going to see us live on Facebook? And neither of us have done YouTube Live ever, so this is exciting.
Nobody's there.
Okay, so.
Oh, yeah, because we can actually post this.
Purpose.
And so they'll just look at us doing this and looking at the screen, so we probably should do something to talk about this.
That's why I'm saying, let's begin.
She's better at it.
So we started season 2, and then everyone,
Death.
then the plague came through our house, and you haven't heard from us in, gosh, I guess from the start of season 2 in a week. But here we are, and we're excited because somehow, hand of God on our house, all of our children are asleep. We have coffee.
We do have
that
coffee.
Is still hot
Yes.
and not been reheated even once today. That's exciting.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt.
Except that you did.
I did. I'm sorry.
4 viewers.
I love you.
7
okay,
viewers.
7 viewers. Can you let us know if this is working?
Yeah.
I see a chat thing here. Just type in.
If you're on YouTube, let us know if you can hear us or if there's anything funky that we need to address. Like, not our clothes, but like, the sound.
Address.
So we have an update for you guys. We figured if we didn't do a live video, you would be waiting another day for a regular video. So live was the best way to get in touch with you and to download what we've been up to, because thankfully the plague lifted. And
kind of. I'm still having to suck on a cough drops. Yeah.
But all the children are mended-ish. So we had beautiful weather today. We had a great, easy morning. I mean, it was a normal, really awesome day for like normal standards. So recovering was even better. So we've got a list of things we want to hit and talk to you guys about. And we love feedback. So comment or go ahead and hit the like button if you're on Facebook, all those little hearts and thumbs ups and things like that. So first things first is we're back in the saddle. We are editing videos regularly. We've got another one that'll go up. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to edit one tonight after this.
I say, is it tonight or tomorrow? And his answer is yes.
Yes.
There you go. So that's fun, and we feel like we're alive again.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, it was really hard.
It wasn't even that long. It was Tuesday. Hey, Heather, good to see you. Tuesday, everybody got sick, and honestly, it was only Ollie who was alive and fine, but Beau and Ella and Everett both under the weather, and we were just so dramatic about it.
Yes.
Not that big, big of a deal. Yes, Heather, Bunny News is coming. It's on the list.
Yes. Okay, so Heather, we're going to look at you because you are the first ones that have commented. We're also doing YouTube Live over here, and nobody is talking to us, so we're just going to talk to you until all of them come over. We're doing like 2 live things. It's crazy.
Okay, what's next?
Yes, we are live. It is awesome. We're excited. Okay, the top reason why we're doing this, looking over here, is because we want to give y'all a heads up. Low battery. Oh no.
You're fine.
Okay. We are going to do our very first doTERRA YouTube live essential oils event. So yeah. So a lot of y'all have talked about wanting to find out this hippie essential oils thing that we do. And so we're going to do it. And when is it? Yeah,
so I'm going to teach a live class on Monday, the 20th at 7:30 Central Time. So if you're East Coast, you're going to be an hour later. And then if you're into the mountains and now all the ways that everybody does their own daylight savings time, I don't know, figure it out, but it'll be 7:30 Central Time.
Yeah.
Heather, stay right here if you want to. We're good. We're doing both YouTube and Facebook, so you don't have to pop over there if you want to.
But honestly, to test for Monday, if you could let us know if it's working, that would be awesome. I'm
just
sorry.
Pull up enough tabs
I'm
on
sorry that I'm
your
putting
computer.
you to work, but yes, we just want to see if you can hear us and see us.
Yeah, so Monday on YouTube, we're going to go live, and I'll do basically an introduction class just like we would normally do in person. So smell-o-vision doesn't exist, but otherwise, if you have oils, with another company, if you just want to know more about it, or you've got friends who need to learn how to use their oils safely and effectively, that's going to be the main topic. And then we'll go into how we use oils with our kids, but y'all get to drive the whole event. You ask your questions. I'll be there, and then we'll probably have a couple other people on who are also answering questions. So it's up for grabs. It's going to be a class by me, but for the people. So you guys get to determine all the topics of conversation, and really there's nothing you can't ask. We're just really passionate about that solution, and especially after this last week, seeing how oils really helped us, I think that'll be cool insight for some of you who maybe have oils and are sitting on the shelf, but we really hope that it's helpful for you.
Yeah.
So Monday, the 20th at 7:30 Central Time.
I found you on Facebook because you cannot see comments.
We can't see the comments. Sam, thanks for the heads up.
So y'all
commented, but we're missing it.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Here. Isn't that a great little sign back there?
So we have 12. Okay, so YouTube.
Our chat isn't showing on YouTube.
Yeah, so we can't see y'all's chat. Why can't to list?
Why don't you go ahead and comment on the chat and see what pops up? So here's the story behind our sign. Beau was a media director at our church for a while, and when we left, we just felt that this was like time to and figure out, what this crazy feeling was inside of Beau that took a video geek to hoping that he could grow some things in our backyard, and then just taking off on everything permaculture and homesteading. And we just had a really awesome friend who believed in us, and we had this sign made, and it sits on our mantle kind of as like all right, promise of things to come. So I was talking to a girlfriend the other day who was about to be moving, and she said, I can't wait to see your Brotherton Farm sign up on your vlog when it's actually at your homestead in your house.
There it is.
And I was thinking, that's so awesome to be able to have that in the future. So if you're on this, you're going to be privy to that sign here in our little suburb home, but then you're going to be able to see it when it's actually out on the homestead.
You're talking to them, but yes, there's everybody here. Okay, we found the chat. So I was over in Google Hangouts, and this is so bizarre. Seriously, YouTube. Like,
get it together, technology.
Like, how are you so bad at this? Yeah, so I was over in Google Hangouts.
Now we're hearing ourselves.
This is so bizarre.
Muted.
Seriously, YouTube. Like,
get it together.
Now you can hear me. Oh my goodness.
You're so bad at this.
Beau, you're so bad at this.
Now we're hearing ourselves.
Oh, whatever.
Heather says it's working on both. You guys, I'm so glad we tested this out tonight before Monday.
Wow. Okay, are we still on Google Hangouts?
This is one of those instances in which you want to be smarter than the machine.
How do y'all? Okay, anyway. So now
are we good on both?
I don't know.
It says we're live.
Yes, we are live. Okay, let's see. How do I go all the way down? Your live streams will get better.
Oh, thanks, Freaky Geek 2. Our live streams will get better in time. Bless your heart.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a little southern
Now
saying.
It's quiet. Okay, so you don't hear us anymore? Can you hear us?
Oh.
Okay.
Can you hear us? Yeah, tell me about it, Heather. Bloopers for sure.
You were
I
on
feel like
YouTube.
that's our whole life
Yes.
is a blooper reel.
King's Wild Project, yes. So we were on there. Okay, it says in the Google Hangouts thing that it's still working. Let's see. Okay. There is sound. We hear you. Perfect.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, now we'll start talking to you.
Yeah, so recap for those of you on Google, we're doing an oils class. We're gonna be here doing it live, and you'll actually have sound and all of the things, minus being able to smell oils. So if you have them, get your oils out. If you want to know how to use them safely and effectively, that's basically the topic. And everything else that we cover will just be your chats live and questions and things that we can answer for you. So we're excited to do that.
Hi, Wholesome Roots.
Yeah. So natural childbirth and oils were kind of the first step into our crunchy dumb. And now we're just kind of closet hippies, and we're glad you guys are here with us. So we'll move on. Health is good. All the Brothertons are in good shape. Beau is recovering. He gets this weird respiratory thing every year. Now you know more about us than you really wanted to. Facebook Live and YouTube Live are going to be probably the most awkward things for you to ever watch. And you'll realize how good Beau is at editing, I think, from watching us this way, right? So we're all healthy and well. I think in our area, it may have been the flu, but presented totally differently in our kids. So we were like, it was like a fire drill. We're running between rooms and who needs help with what. And I felt like we didn't sleep for days. Yeah. And now we slept. And today was gorgeous. And we went to the farmer's market, and I got an insane amount of produce for a really great price. And already cooked up most of it, and the weather was just awesome. So you worked on a project.
Well, we filmed the vlog today, so we'll be able to
post it.
You need to say all of the recipe. So she makes like this collard green, like
it's
broth.
Just collard greens.
But it says it's got bacon in it, and what else?
We cook collard greens, which would taste terrible if you just cook them. So bacon and onions and garlic.
I'm trying to build you up.
I'm not saying I'm bad at it. I'm just saying most people will not be interested in how exciting our collard greens are.
It's yummy.
But you hit it with hot sauce at the end, and it's incredible,
it's
right?
Really good. I like it.
Yes. We did. The kids had the flu. We don't know if it was the flu. They had some kind of thing that came down. I guess it was a virus because it was gone in a few days, but it was so different. Only Everett and Ella got sick out of the kids, and they got sick totally differently.
But immediately was whenever I got messed up.
You weren't feeling well either, but yours was different too. From all, like, none of you had the same symptoms, and I don't know how. In my pregnant state, I did not get sick as well. That's pretty awesome.
But seriously, so if you watch, I put it in the latest video, which I'm gonna have to redo again. Filming our car and personal information. Yeah. So you see there's this little clip of Ella, and she is not really that chill. She's a chill baby, but she's not a baby girl. But man, I think that she was getting sick on the drive up there. And then you fed her cheese curds.
Oh my gosh, that was the worst thing.
No, we're not doing that.
The curds was not bad. The curds, because Ollie and I ate the curds and we were fine. But that is not recommended as a revisited.
Not the cheese.
Revisited cheese curds is not hot.
Yes. Okay. Okay, we're going. So let's talk. So yes, we are back. We're healthy.
And you worked on a project today.
Yes.
And the project was
the rabbit hutch.
Yes.
Yes. We. I didn't finish it.
But it's really close.
It's close. Yes.
It's really close. Yeah. This afternoon, I was working on an ebook that we have coming up, and I was like, oh well, posting little things, and I was like, yeah, for sure, this is going to be done today. Now, it was a much more coordinated effort than what you saw in the first session of the bunny hutch. I don't think you saw all the comments, but the comments on Beau's assembly was nothing but impressed viewers and how agile you were.
I seriously
bending and.
Oh, I thought that it was gonna be. I'm excited. I know, but I totally thought that it was gonna be like this amazing Beau super fast time lapse and be.
live event on Monday, and then within the next 2 or 3 days, come home with two does and a buck, I think is our goal. But the ethical part of these little dwarf bunnies is, I don't know how often, but when you're breeding a male and a female, those recessive, or I don't know if they're dominant, whatever they are, the dwarf genes, if the baby gets 2 of them, they just don't thrive. And they usually will live like a few days. And a couple of the videos we've watched, they've lived a few weeks. And I just don't know how I feel about breeding a bunny just because it's cute and small for the sake of, or at the risk of losing some bunnies. So yeah, YouTube, we're back, but we'll have both of us.
But I also failed it, so.
So YouTube, you've missed a little bit on our bunnies, but we're planning to have bunnies in the next week. We should have the bunny hutch done in the next day.
Yeah, what did you say?
Like half a day.
I missed it.
Oh, well, what were those rabbits called? The ones that I like, the dwarf lop-eared ones.
Holland Lops?
Holland Lops. And they're so cute. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
But there was one breeder that was selling them for $125
nuts.
For a bunny?
That's nuts. That's nuts.
I'm like,
and these bunnies
we're raising
only
bunnies,
get to be like this big. They're like small.
And I'm gonna
baby pups.
And I'm gonna litter train them. And I'm gonna charge $175.
This is not true.
For a litter trained Holland Lop bunny.
Again, you're gonna appreciate the art of Beau's editing.
And YouTube loves bunnies.
Oh my gosh, I watched for like 30 minutes.
All of these are terrible videos. They're just bunnies.
Were really bad.
They're just bunnies hopping around, and there's like 300,000 views.
So we're excited to get bunnies.
Sorry, I gave away my new secret to you guys.
But we're excited about it.
Is it purebred?
Oh, I'm trying to get to.
I don't know. I think so.
I guess it comes with papers, depending on the one that we were looking at. There's some that are.
Yes, Eric, I need a beer. Sorry. It's hard to do this and talking about all the comments.
You know what? I froze you a mug after you're working in the yard. You can go get it. I froze you a mug.
I don't have
for beer. I mean, we have the sad beer that someone dropped at our house.
Someone dropped us off like the most watered down.
We have great beer in Texas. Really great. And we have a great local brewery. Yeah. It's called I don't even remember what it's called. But there's a great one that's not far from us, and it's really easy to get there. Good little stuff. Potty trained bunnies. Exactly. We can't even potty train our kid. We're not spending time potty training bunnies. That's nuts.
Do we have that on the agenda?
I am not going to make my child have YouTube recorded her potty training. Some things we'll just keep to ourselves. But yes. Wait, go back to what we wanted to cover today, too.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so rabbits, bunny hutch. Things that we're liking about rabbits is absolutely the cute factor. I don't even care who you are. Like, rabbits are cute. Baby Brotherton 4 is good. We are growing and showing is kind of like my commentary. I think I'm going to do a rant in a couple, like sometime soon. If those of you who ever go to church get church compliments, boy.
What not to say
to any human ever.
And it's the women who say it to you.
No, it's like I am astounded at the like total social disconnect between some of the things women will say to pregnant women and the men are just smart. They're like lips are zipped and don't say things. So
I wouldn't even ask if you're pregnant.
Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like you, I mean, like.
Unless you are catching the baby, and even then, I don't recommend you ask a woman about her pregnancy. Now, there's real life conversation. Don't get me wrong. I have lots of real life friends and everything like that, and I don't mind people touching my tummy. But there may be a rant coming up soon. But when they come up and
they poke.
Like that woman at Whataburger. If you're watching.
The woman at Whataburger who said,
hello. She said, wake up. And she poked my belly. And it was my first pregnancy. And I was like, I don't even know how to respond to this. But
yes, we want to grow our own food, but we love some Whataburger. And
if you know how to grow a Whataburger, you just send us some seeds.
But if you've never been to Texas, if you ever come to Texas, you need to get a Whataburger.
You do.
It is so better than In-N-Out.
Yeah.
In-N-Out burger. That's not good. Whataburger. That's a good burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what a burger.
Okay. So it's late April, early May is baby number 4.
We don't know what we're having. We're waiting. We've waited on the gender for all 4 of them. We're having this baby, God willing, at a local birth center that we love, and a midwife who's been with us to deliver our last 2 babies. So that'll be another obnoxious Kelly video in the future about why we chose our birth center, why we chose our midwife, and why we chose to be crazy and have our babies without meds. Not preachy, don't worry about it. Just like, hey, this is who we are and this is why we're doing this.
Yeah. Abundant Harvest. Sorry. We are Texas, and I honestly, up until I think I was 10 years old, I thought that it was Whataburger.
Yes.
It is.
Me too.
What
WHATA.
Like what a burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Whataburger for a really long time too. Yeah. I don't think they had a ton of commercials on TV.
Well, they just do the what a burger.
No, but even then, I don't think they had a ton of commercials. So it was like you're relying on your grandparents to take you to Whataburger. Yeah.
Keep asking any kind of random questions at the end. If this just keeps on going, we'll go back and we'll try to answer all of them. Okay, so
Razor blade.
Yes.
Whataburger.
No, yeah. What's the next? It is okay. So
the group.
Yeah, so I know a lot of y'all. This channel kind of started a lot whenever we were doing our shed to house. Like we're gonna sell our suburban home, and there's gonna be there's gonna be a baby here, so there's gonna be 6 people that are gonna move into this shed house cabin type things. We're probably 90% sure that it's gonna be a Dirksen. And there's just like these portable cabins, and this one's going to be 16 by 50, and it's going to be, so that's about 800 square foot, footprint space, and then there's going to be 2 lofts. So it's going to be cool that we're going to do that, and there's going to be tons and tons of downsizing because we just want to be mortgage free. We're big Dave Ramsey people, and we came debt free besides the mortgage several years ago, but we want to just be done with that. Yeah. Especially since we're going to be moving to a homestead. So we started a Facebook group called Shed to House, and it is growing fast, guys. It's like 650.
It's at least 650. Yeah. It's so fun because we're admins for it, but we don't work it. I mean, it's just cool because it's totally community driven, which is like your comments. So when we post the videos, but you guys have great ideas, and the same kind of thing is happening in the Shed House group. So if that's the specific thing that you love, or in addition to something else on our channel that you love, go to that group. It's not a big sales pitch. It's not really even a ton about us. It's just really, really fun. Some people are already in their sheds and they're posting their videos or they're posting their photos, or some people who are like us and they're like, I'm looking for a shed. We have people in Hawaii in that group. Yeah. Some people in California. So there's nothing to do with local Texas, but we also had someone we met through the group who was in Dallas, and they took a trip down to the Enterprise place that we've been looking at to get our shed. So that was really cool. It was like like 6 degrees of separation when we talked to the guy lately. So that the owner of the lot. So there's a lot going on there.
And I just went yesterday to actually talk to them in Giddings about the house that we're going to get, just kind of brainstorming because he's seen the videos that we've done, but he's like, what are you doing? Like, do you want to talk to me about actually getting one of these things? So yeah. So I did that. There'll be, a simple little vlog come out about that. Here, that'll probably be sometime next week.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And then what else? Okay. If you're just coming in on this, just a quick reminder, we're kind of doing this to practice run because we're going to do an essential oils focus live stream. Kelly's going to teach it. I'm going to try to make sure that kids stay asleep.
And the technology works.
Yes. So that'll be Monday, 7:30 in Eastern time. So that's Monday the 20th. Okay. And then What was it? I just saw it. We're already on Q&A. Okay, great. We're on Q&A. Cool. This is flying by. Okay, I saw one question. Are we going to get goats? Kelly, my love?
It's kind of loaded because we don't really, I mean, our neighbors had goats for a while. We don't know if they still are. We share a fence line. And I loved from the first day.
Not suburban.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
But on the property. And from the first day we saw them, I thought, wow, wouldn't this be a really organic way to clear some of our land? Now, what we want to do, because our focus is permaculture and really using our property as a whole, we would really want to just graze them for one little spot for a short period of time, move them to the next spot. We don't need them to like live in a herd and beat down our property. So I don't know that we want goats. I don't even know if our neighbors still have them. But here's what I know. The long-term plan for the property, you know, the first 3 years could totally include goats, but the focus of it really needs to be, like Pete said this to us the other day, we're like, oh, well, we've got this time.
Pete,
and
our
permaculture designer. We were thinking, we've got this time, and in this part of Texas, there's a rainy season. It's not like as dramatic as monsoon season whatsoever. I lived overseas when I was younger, and I remember monsoon season, and like it was insane. So this is nothing like that, but there are some really heavy rains, and especially in Texas when it's been dry, those rains can just kind of wash the property. So we were thinking, all right, in this small window before heavy rains, we should really get a lot of the earthworks done. And Pete's comment to us was, I like your original plan to take some small steps before you get on the property and then do steps as you're there, because to just kind of run through and do all the swales at once and clear a bunch of land for the house pad and everything before we actually get there is more than we're able, even just physically able to manage, because our property is 2 hours away from us. So to think, oh yeah, goats, I mean, we could say yes, and goats sound great, but I don't know that they're a really manageable option to even consider yet. Things like chickens or rabbits, those are super manageable. Even considering what dogs we're gonna get right away, that's a really great option, but I don't know that we're gonna do all of that with.
Well, and even the dogs are gonna need some really good fencing.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get them.
Yeah.
I like the Great Pyrenees.
And it's a lot to fence 7 acres, man.
Yeah, because you need like a full perimeter fence, at least perimeter of what your animals are going to be. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I like the idea of goats.
Yeah.
We also talked a little bit to Pete about doing. I'm still pretty sure we're going to definitely 100%, but maybe it's like 90%.
I'm pretty sure maybe possibly we're going to consider.
But Pete gave me some different ideas for the back part of our property. He was saying that since it's really sandy, and if we just want to get things going, maybe we don't do swales back there because it's sandy and it'll hold it. I mean, it'll absorb it. So I don't know. And if we did that, we might just do keyline plowing. You don't even know what that is, but it's just a different type. It's subsoiling, and that would open up maybe the possibility to have a dairy cow. I don't know. I know.
I'm already thinking, okay, what neighbors can we get to watch these rabbits in our suburb house when we go away for a weekend? So thought of a dairy cow is kind of like cray, but apparently as we get into more and more livestock conversations, I'm super excited about anything mini. And I found mini cows that are so cute.
You love those.
Mini bunnies and mini cows, and I don't think you need mini goats, but we also thought of some things like, yeah, but I don't know if we need, we're not talking about goats. You guys are great because you keep us accountable, but you also put a lot of pressure, man. He loves it because he's like, let's dream about the next 10 years. I'm like, can we get through the next 5 minutes?
Y'all let me keep all my cardboard. I actually just dropped it off at our property.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I have to eat another one of these because I'm still, after I talk a lot.
Mini horses, yeah. Llamas, I don't know. Llamas and emus kind of freak me out, but they're really popular in our area. Right?
That thing, did you ever see that one video?
Yeah, that thing.
And that
like
guy was
dinosaur.
saying that it grabbed his glasses. No.
Going for the eyes. That's what he says in the video. He's like, it was going for my eyes. I'm like, ooh,
in that video, everything that he said, like, he had like a chicken on his shoulder. He's like, yeah, whenever they pick your eyes, it gets kind of scary. Like, get your animals away from your eyes, you weirdo.
As terrifying as terror is.
I'm like, that's crazy. Sorry, Tony. It's not, if you're here, Tony, you're awesome. But protect your eyes, buddy. That was crazy. Okay. What you go ahead.
Okay, so someone asked, are we going to start a separate YouTube channel for the shed house? We'll probably do a overall Better Together Life page that's just going to include our vlog. And most of what we're going to do on the vlog is sort of we've joked about this, but like our suburban exodus. And it'll be everything that we do really in each season. So we kind of laid that out in another video. Check it out, the finale video from season 1. Was really just covering, hey, here's what's coming up in season 2, which is pretty baby focused because we've got a kid coming in 11 weeks. And then season 3 will have a lot more to do with our floor plans, which we're already starting to look at, the actual shed that belongs to us. So if you've been on our channel before and you've seen our videos and you're like, why is that crazy woman picking apart this perfectly good house? It's a model. We don't have a shed yet, but we are ready to take those next steps, and they're gonna come really fast. So keep tuned into this channel, and that's really where you're gonna see the most of all the floor laying and tile work and choosing cabinetry and why we went with this eco-friendly solution versus this one, you know, just making our choices. And really, we said this about being a how not to. We hope we do some things right, but someone was really cool and commented the other day, like, they're in the same position as us. They recently purchased property, and they were saying, watching some of your videos helped save us time because they learned just some of the things that we learned along the way. So that's really the hope and desire of this.
But this channel it has always been a how-to woodworking channel because I'm really good at woodworking.
He's so good. How to woodwork solo.
JK. Yes. No.
JK Jerry.
Yes. Okay. Goat's Facebook page.
Okay. So Shane on Facebook asked, how are we getting trees to our farm? Can we get a bulk discount? Well, the trees that you can check out our big permaculture overview plan for our property, but the trees that we'll actually plant are going to be like hazelnut, those kinds of things. So we'll get some starter trees, right?
Well, yeah.
Like foraging trees is what we're interested in.
Yeah. Pete, I mean, me being the permaculture guy and me being the wannabe permaculture guy and having nothing but YouTube and internet-based knowledge and never taking a course on this, a PDC, I would think of like, I want to get bare roots and I want to do grafting and all that. And I know that it's something that I'm going to play with and we're going to do it.
We're there.
Yeah. I wanted to do it here, but it's just, I haven't gotten to do it yet. And I just don't think we're going to have time.
There's so much upkeep just to live here. There's not time to do other things. Yeah. So no, we won't be buying bulk. Our property is heavily forested. So in terms of like great tree coverage, we've already got that taken care of. But specific trees that we want to grow, fruit, nut, otherwise, those will be things that we probably just do like one step at a time. Yeah, but I don't plan on us doing any bulk purchasing of trees.
You haven't even seen the footage of it. So in the swale lines video that's going to come out, it was supposed to come out like 4 days ago before the plague hit us. The swales are going to go through these huge oak trees. I mean, it's not cleared, and I was amazed. I mean, it was really fun to be able to see Pete do his stuff.
He's awesome.
I mean, he like has this leveler.
Everyone was impressed with the way he threw.
I was like, man, dude,
you're so cool, Pete.
I'm gonna have him do like a really long one, and then follow with the drone. So yeah,
that's hilarious.
Like I was thrown off that day a little bit because our car like was smoking, and I didn't know if I was gonna have to stay at the
sleep in your
Best Western motel. It would have been creepy. Okay, Tara.
Do 2 more and then we'll head out.
Tara, yes, we got your comment. Yes, I'm probably gonna have to redo the video
again.
Okay, someone said off grid. Are we gonna be off grid?
I think off grid is a great idea, and in fact, just over a year ago, we were really considering what are all the ways that we can get off grid before we even purchased the property. It was like last summer, and there are great ideas, but our reality, our goal or our purpose behind actually moving on to this property is to live debt-free. To live debt-free, the wisest way for us to do that is to plug into our city our city utilities. They're right on our property line. They're most affordable to do. Something, I know you don't only have to drill wells, but to live off grid and drill a well in our area is just unreasonably priced because of the type of earth that you have to dig through.
You have to go down 900 feet to get clean water, and it's going to cost no less than $22,000, and they will not guarantee that we hit water.
It's been known in our area to drill and hit water, but if you drilled a few feet over, you could miss water, or drill and miss water and a few feet over. So it's just not reasonable for us to live off grid. There are some eco-saving things that we're going to do. I mean,
we're going to do rainwater.
We'll do rainwater for sure.
And unless guys, let us know. Well, I need to do probably just a video talking about off grid here in Texas. There are some people that do it. There's one place. Is it Luling? No. It's going up from it's whenever you head from Houston to Austin. There's like an off grid little store that they kind of specialize. But man, they have like 20 solar panels out there.
I think a tricky thing, like one of the things we love about Texas is deed restrictions and property restrictions are very flexible depending on your county. However, when it comes down to like living totally off grid, it doesn't make sense because you still have a cost to pay. Even if we don't hook up city electric, I think we have to pay the electric company a minimum. And the same thing with water, even if we don't, in our county at least. So where we've seen some really cool off-grid stuff in Colorado, and even far west Texas, it does not make sense for where we'll be. So we're not going to do off-grid. But there are some really we believe in the reason we're permaculture focused is we believe in stewarding the land well. So that means everything from like using the best things in our climate to taking care of the animals that are going to be doing their own work on the farm, to harvesting our rainwater, being responsible with our electricity, then sewing that into our kids. This is really the vision of the homestead for us.
Yeah. And then Razor Blade, that's a commenter. Yes, you're totally correct. We're going to be doing range catchment. That was in the original design. So we have that. And then we'll do a lot of kind of combo of on-grid, off-grid stuff. So we'll be doing rain. We'll have the water there. I want to have 10, maybe 20,000 gallons of rain catchment, mainly because of the fact that where our house is going to be will be a little bit higher than the low parts of our property, so that we can use those as gravity fed to kind of go down to the ponds, because I want ducks.
I love ducks.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Yeah. Ducks are super yummy.
Okay, so I think so. Yeah, we'll do a combo of off grid. We're going to try to do a little rapid fire. So if you have any comments, questions, post it, and then we'll be logging off. Where do you go? Anyway, just go to So, okay. Is there a mod in here?
No, we're moderating ourselves.
Yes.
The success and the failure lands on our shoulders.
Yes. Okay, let's go up here.
Yeah, I think you guys can also block people if you want, like if you see someone who's, police it alongside of us, so you can block someone from commenting. That's really cool.
Yes, Rachel Blade again. We're going to be doing chickens. Chickens and rabbits are probably going to be our first, like meat chickens. And of course, we're getting rabbits here, so we believe in the rabbits. I think Beau was trying to fix it, so that was whenever we went out. I think. Oh, composting toilet. No, we're not going to do. No, especially after the plague just hit us. I mean, if you can imagine puking into sawdust, that would be gross. Yes. Don't ask a woman if there's a pumpkin patch in their belly. And don't ask
them if there's twins.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Don't do that. What size shed? It's going to be 16 by 50. I'm going to have it in the video coming up here that I just shot yesterday. The thing is long. 16 by 50. The one
that we cover in the most popular video we've done is 16 by 40, and it has this like porch cutout entryway.
Yep.
Wow, that extra 10 feet is.
Oh yeah, totally.
I can't believe how much more spacious it is, and how much it opens up for us to do with the loft and access to it.
True Loves asked, will we be adding the plumbing, HVAC, etc. ourselves?
Good question.
Very good question. So I'm talking to Enterprise, and we're trying to figure out some details on that. Of course, we're going to be doing a lot of YouTube for them, and just, kind of trying to, because it's going to be our channel anyway, just doing it to see what we can do. But also we're going to have a brand new baby, and even if everything goes great, healthy mom, healthy baby, we still have a baby, and we still have 3 other kids. And depending on this, our suburban home is set to sell. Like, it's just a prime spot. That's one of the reasons why I kind of want to capitalize, because our property taxes are going way up, and we're ready to get out. So
long story short,
if it sells fast, we might not do anything. Sorry, that was not a rapid fire. I think what Kelly wants to do is have them do everything in terms of electric, plumbing, insulation, and possibly drywall.
Yeah. So mostly just because if we're doing this large space, we won't have time to do it in a period that fits our timeline, getting out of our suburban house and into the property. So they'll probably do the heavy stuff themselves.
Man sharpens man. I like that. That's a cool name. I think that's like iron sharpens iron. I mean, that's just a cool name. Do you plan on upgrading to a conventional house later? I think probably what we'll do,
as conventional as it can be. So we have a long-term plan. We don't think we're actually going to retire on this land. We don't know if we'll hold on to it for the rest of our lives, and it'll be a cool place that, the ranch that kids can always go to.
Or like an Airbnb investment or something.
Yeah, for sure. We will not live in this house forever. In fact, I think this tiny house, especially with our growing kids, will be something like a 2 to 3 year experiment. You guys will follow along with all of it. And then we'll probably build something else on that same property, unless the winds shift and, we're doing something totally different. Yeah. I don't envision us moving back into the suburbs unless this just turns out to be a disaster, but also signs point to yes. So we will probably build a house. It may be a barn dominium. I don't think it'll be like a typical house.
Correct. Because that's boring.
For us.
And we're doing a YouTube channel. Like, there's all these things. I mean, we've even talked about the Quonset thing, but I don't know. I don't think we'll do that.
But we plan on several different types of homes, guest houses on that property.
I want to build a tiny house on wheels
when we're there,
just for an Airbnb. But we would need to have the big shop to be able to build it indoors, because I'm not going to do that outdoors.
Yeah, absolutely. Places for our families to stay when they come. And we just know a lot of people in our area, so we hope this is a really great respite spot for friends or friends of friends to come and unwind, you know, unplug their phones, be away from the internet, see the stars in their fullness out there. And we hope to create a really sweet spot for people just to come either vacation through Airbnb or get away for a little rest. Yeah. Yoga studio. Yeah, I gotta get into that, man.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, you want to get that. Okay, or did you make it?
Oh, glad you like the channel, Lisa. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes. Okay, Adam, I'm trying to understand your question. I don't understand it.
Have we made are you asking, maybe Adam's asking, have we made the shed yet? We haven't.
No. So so we'll be basically buying a shell, and it's depending on how much we have the dealer finish it out. Yeah. So if our suburban house sells for $300,000, which it should not, but if that happens, we might not be doing any of the work. We might just get started with lottery. Yeah, we're
not going to do anything. But honestly, part of it has been fun with y'all talking about what's it going to cost. And one of the sheds that we showed online is like 80 grand. Well, that's insane because I just don't think that's a great way to spend your money. For us, it's not a great way to just trade our local suburb house for a smaller house. Asking about the sign.
Okay, oh, yeah. I think, that might have been at the beginning. So my old boss, so I actually was a media producer at our local church. It's a church of 5,000, and we're going to be moving to a town of 5,000. But anyway, so my old boss, he actually made that. He's no, I'm sorry. I mean, but he designed it. Well, he designed it, and then he had it printed and made it. Yes, isn't it so cool? That's the reason why we.
I know. We love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so
it's prophetic.
It was my last day of work, and he came and he brought it out of this behind room, and
it was just awesome.
I lost it.
It was great.
I started bawling. It was
just for someone to believe in you.
Oh yeah, well, because we knew that we were transitioning out of a 9-to-5, and he knew that this was the goal, and this was 2 years ago. So yeah, thank you about that. It's really cool.
What I was saying earlier is I'd really like to get just personally the total cost of our shed house down to about $67 a square foot. We'll see if we can get that low, but between some really creative ways that we build, and not necessarily the structure, but when we furnish and all of those things in the house, I'd really like to choose things that are just good options that don't blow the bank.
Okay, razor blade, you build stuff. Okay, we will need to talk about that. That's awesome. We'll have lots of building stuff for sure. Okay,
we'll pay you in Whataburger.
Okay.
We're gonna need to get off.
Yes, I know. Okay. Yes, guys, I think that is all. Thank you guys for putting your channel. Do you guys Yes, we do homeschool, and we'll talk about that. And I just saw another question. Yes, we do have a floor plan for our home, but I'm not showing it to you tonight.
We're working on it.
I need to do a video on that. Yes, we do homeschool, and we haven't shown a lot, but it's because we're always making videos. But yes, we need to share more homeschool stuff. We kind of do a lot of what
that might be worth doing, like a separate channel for our homeschooling stuff. But
Are you gonna edit?
No. We stick to our strengths here.
Yes.
I will not be editing.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank y'all for coming in. This is awesome.
This is really fun.
Our very first
Thanks for being patient as we figure out how to use the internet. That was impressive.
And be patient while we try to figure out how to stop this, because I don't know how to turn it off. So.
I'm guessing we hit the button down below that says stop broadcast.
Oh, I see it.
So let's remind you, Monday the 20th, so just a couple days from now, 7:30 Central Time, we're going to meet back here live for oils. Beau will probably pop in and out, and we'll hopefully get screaming children to sleep. I mean, those cherubs, those angels that we have, they have to go to bed every night. You'd really think that they'd figure out the rhythm to this.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we will see you guys soon. And thanks for tuning in. This is like the most fun, life-giving, exciting thing to get to do with y'all. So thanks for being here.
Okay. Good night, guys. Bye.